Okay, drone fans, you might want to pull up a chair and sit down because this one is going to hurt. No one wants to watch your 60-second drone shots. Crazy, I know, but it's true. It's the world in which we live. So I'm going to show you how to turn a big, long, boring drone shot into something snappy that is going to have people coming back for more. Stewart here from Drone Film Guide, the channel where we learn to fly like filmmakers. I hope you're all doing okay after that earth-shattering revelation in the introduction. Today we are talking about speed ramping, time remapping, retiming of clips to jam a big drone shot into something a bit shorter that's going to hold our viewers' attention. It's a particularly relevant issue for our aerial cinematography because often the shots can be very, very long. You want to get from A to B, but that can take 30 seconds. But you also want to show point A and point B, but you know your viewer is not going to sit and watch it for 30 seconds. So I'm going to show you some creative ways to get the most out of those shots. First things first, let's have a little shout out for our beloved sponsors. Two of our long-term sponsors here on the channel, Epidemic Sound. If you're looking for royalty-free music that is affordable and from a great selection and high quality and with sound effects, do check out Epidemic Sound. It is where we go to for our music and sound effects for these videos. And then second up, Filmora 9. Are you looking for an affordable but powerful video editing solution? Look no further than Filmora 10, not Filmora 9. Filmora X, as it's now called. Very, very good, and yes, for the majority of us, a good option. Having said that, it won't have some of the more advanced time remapping capabilities I'm going to show you now. I'm going to demonstrate this for you in Final Cut Pro 10, which is a professional piece of software and it has full time remapping capabilities. Now I'm teaching you principles here more than how to press the button, so you're going to have to go to your own video editing software and see to what extent you can replicate what I'm showing you. But we'll start off simple with the easiest version of this technique that you can definitely all do. We'll start off with this clip, which is a lovely clip, and as you can see we're flying in over some fields here. Lovely light as well, the colours are great. But I want to get towards the end of this clip, which is 53 seconds long, and reveal this country house or castle here in the Scottish Highlands. Now no one is going to sit for 53 seconds, so the easiest way for us to solve that problem is to speed up part of the clip. In this instance we'll take the middle of the clip and just simply speed it up. So let's say for example we start with 2 seconds that sets the scene. Okay, there we go. In this instance what we do is we select the clip and we press Command and B and we cut the clip. We're cutting out a middle section that we will speed up. So let's scrub forwards and we'll find the last part of this clip. Okay, so we'll take the last 2 seconds of the clip, Command B again, and there we go. The big reveal of the house. Now in the middle here we have a 48-second piece of the clip that we need to speed up. So on Final Cut Pro at least we'll press Command R and that brings up the retime options. That little drop down arrow here lets us select some options. Now you can put 2, 4, 8 or 20 times faster, but you can also set a custom speed if you wish. In this instance let's try 20 times and we've turned a 48-second clip into a 2-second clip. So let's see how that plays back. Pretty good. And that's your first option for condensing a big, long 1-minute clip into something much shorter that people are going to want to watch. As I say, anyone can do this technique on any piece of video editing software, so it's available to all of us, but it can look a little bit jerky when you make that cut between real time and 20 times faster. One way to soften the blow essentially is to make that cut on a strong beat in the music. That helps give that cut a little bit of purpose and a little bit of a storytelling reason for being there, otherwise it can come as a bit of a shock to the audience. Let's take things to the next level with a speed ramp. Now this is exactly the same principle as before. We have a change in speed from slow to fast in this instance, but instead of a sudden change in speed, the speed ramps up, so it's more pleasing on the eye. This is not available on all pieces of video editing software. I know it's on Final Cut Pro, it's on Premiere Pro, it's on DaVinci Resolve, it's on a bunch of others as well, but I'll need to leave it up to you to go check your chosen platform to see if you can implement this technique. But anyway, you might find it inspiring to watch this now. So here we have a 45-second clip. It's a great shot. It's one of my favourite shots. Look how we're coming in amongst the trees here. Now we already see that castle in front of us, but we want to get closer, but I can't expect you to wait 45 seconds. So we'll speed up the middle section and we'll get to the end, and this will be our resting point. A really nice kind of angled shot of this castle. I love it. There's loads of depth in the shot. The light's kind of flat, but the colours are really beautiful and muted. I just love the shot, but you're not going to watch it for 45 seconds. So we'll speed up the middle. So let's take the first few seconds. Well, I like this. I think viewers are going to be engaged watching this. Let's get past this tree. Now, instead of pressing Command and B on the Mac, we'll press Shift and B with the clip selected. Looks exactly the same, but I'll show you in a second that it's not. We'll go to the resting point for this clip, so a few seconds from the end, somewhere about there, and we'll press Shift and B again. Now in the middle section here, as you can see, we have our retiming options. Little pro tip, this clip was actually flown backwards. I'm not that good at flying forwards and then just resting the drone in front of castles. I start with the end point and fly backwards, so you'll see there that we're at reverse normal speed of 100%. Let's speed up that middle section like we did before. Let's try reverse fast 20 times again. Okay, so we have a 2-second section there in the middle of the clip. This is going to be kind of fast, but this time look how we have these grey bars over the speed transitions. This controls the speed ramp, if you like, and you can adjust these grey bars to control the rate at which the speed changes. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we're coming in at normal speed here. Okay, it's interesting, it's nice, but maybe getting a bit boring. Whoosh, in it goes. Now the next trick I want to show you here is we want to try and introduce a little bit extra motion blur to kind of blur that action in the middle of the shot, because of course if you were driving along at 40 times faster than normal, everything would be whooshing past you. So we want to try and represent that as best we can. Now I have a great plugin here for Final Cut Pro that you're going to want to get your hands on. I'll put the link in the description below. It's from a guy called Ryan Nangle. He's got his own YouTube channel as well, and this motion blur plugin is free, and I've used it extensively over the last few years because it really is great. So let's drag that on, just like you would a title in Final Cut Pro. And look at this. This is the middle section all speeded up with motion blur, without motion blur. It's really, really cool, and it really enhances this time remapping effect. Let's check it out. In we go. Nice. Okay, if you're looking for it, you can see the imperfection in the flight path, but I think it looks pretty great. And again, if you time that to the music, to a beat, then it just works 100 times better. Speaking of music, do check out Epidemic Sound, one of our channel's sponsors. Legitimate, genuine, good source of music. Not just saying it because we're paid to do so, although we do earn commission, blah, 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 blah. If you want to get really into this kind of stuff, check out our 100-minute drone cinematography crash course. It's quite affordable and it's been very well received by everyone who has taken it so far. And of course, we have the world-famous 8-hour drone cinematography masterclass for those of you who want the best of the best. Right, so we will see you next time.